Okay, let's talk supplies. So you've got your Rita Blouse pattern, the printed version or your PDF. You're gonna grab your fabric. I'm gonna make my first sew-along version in this lovely Gertie rayon challis from Spotlight Stores for a little tropical flair. The next thing you're gonna need is elastic. So 1/4 inch wide elastic. I use this Drit stuff that you can get at Joann's or your local supply shop. And sometimes it says soft elastic, sometimes it says braided elastic. It seems to be the same thing to me. So 1/4 inch wide, you need 2 yards. It comes in 3-yard packages, so I just buy these. Next thing you need is a 12-inch invisible zipper, okay? I think it's really important to use an invisible zipper versus a regular zipper in this blouse, because with a regular zipper, you do get some buckling on the side, as people have found, and as I found in my testing. So I would really recommend using the invisible for this particular design. You're also going to want to have some thread to match your fabric. I always use all-purpose polyester thread. This is Metler. I also like Gutermann. The next thing you're going to need is some fusible interfacing. I always stabilize my zipper openings with some sort of fusible tape or just strips of cut fusible interfacing yardage. So I buy this from So Keezy, and I will link to this because it's just already cut 1.25 inches wide, which is perfect because it's double your seam allowance. Really love this stuff for stabilizing my zippers because it's quick, but you can also easily cut, just buy a 1/4 inch of fusible tricot or woven interfacing and cut it into 1.25 inch strips. Please don't buy the non-woven interfacing that feels like paper. I hate that stuff so much. So the best, I think, especially if you're using a soft drapey fabric, is tricot knit interfacing. So look for that. And then 3 very small safety pins. And I made sure to say 3 in the instructions and the supplies because you are going to be closing your elastic in the casings with the safety pins and then testing the fits. So you want to have 3, 2 for each of the armholes and 1 for the neckline, and they should be fairly small, okay? These are about 3/4 inch long and they're very tiny. So you want to be able to get them through those casings. We're going to be using these to actually thread the elastic through the casings. So have 3 of those on hand. The other thing I want to talk about that's not in the instructions in the supply list is an invisible zipper foot. I like to use an invisible zipper foot. Not everyone does for invisible zippers. You can use a regular zipper foot, but I really like mine. It has these grooves on the bottom that holds the zipper open. This foot is for a Bernina machine. It has the shank attached. For most machines, if you have just regular clip-on presser feet where you just see the bottom part and then your shank is attached to the machine and it comes down and sort of claws onto the foot part, you can even buy an invisible zipper foot at Joann's or your local store for a couple dollars. So do check that out because they're very inexpensive and I think they're great. They really help putting in invisible zippers. Okay, those are your supplies.